Are you intrigued by cryptocurrency mining, but you don't want the negatives that accompany mining, like destroying the environment? Well, today I'm going to show you how you can mine some crypto that uses a minimal amount of power and is usually mined alongside those bigger, more power-hungry, greedy miners. But today we'll be doing it in a much more environmentally friendly manner. What you see on my screen right now are some very power hungry machines that, as we know, are a big detriment to the environment. And what we want to do is we want to focus on being green. We want to be as green as possible. And so we're going to be taking a look at a coin called Zilliqa. And one of the awesome things about this coin is that aims to be kind of the greenest cryptocurrency in existence, and it's extremely environmentally sustainable. So if we hop on over to their website, you can see they really highlight that they are environmentally sustainable, which is great. We don't really care about the scalability of it. We don't care if it's safe or secure. We mainly care about the impact to the environment, and that's really what we are targeting. And so this specific coin is often mined alongside a lot of those more power hungry coins you may have heard in the past. Ethereum Classic. These are coins we don't like. These are coins that consume an immense amount of energy, and they're kind of using Zilliqa to pack their bags and earn additional income while providing a bad name to the niche that is environmentally friendly crypto. But we can take this one step further and we can kind of throw out Ethereum Classic, Ethereum. We don't want those coins, right? We only want Zilliqa. This is the only coin that matters to us. It's the only one that really, as environmentally aware people, we should be pursuing. And so today I'm going to show you how you can mine this coin by itself without having to worry about all those other coins that, we don't want to support those. We definitely do not want to support those. So what we're looking at today is Zilliqa Miner. Zilliqa Miner is a command line miner that you can run that will actually allow you to mine this coin. If you're one of those greedy miners, you can also mine the other coins that kind of go alongside it. But for us, we're focused on the primary coin, and that's all we care about. So we're going to hop on over to Shard Pool. And one of the nice things about Shard Pool is if we go to start mining, they allow you to do the dual mine, which is, that bad greedy stuff. We don't want to do that. Or you can single mine. This is really what we're looking for. We only want to do single mining. We're going to be running this on Linux today. Our server will just use US East for our test. That's the closest to me. We're going to be running Zilliqa Miner. This is the miner I like to run, and this will give us kind of the settings that we need to use. And as you can see, this is going to allow us to mine Zil only. Again, we don't want to mine any of those other coins. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop on over to a machine I have, and this is just a conventional computer that you might have sitting at home. So for me, it's just got a desktop processor in it, and it's got one very low powered video card. So we're looking at an RX 6400 today, which is currently the most economical GPU you can run. And that's really what we're targeting, right? We want to be environmentally aware. So we're going to go ahead and hop over to this machine. And let's just go ahead and do an AMD info, show you what we're working with here. So it is a RX 6400, which is perfect. It's exactly what we're looking for running, with this test. And so the first thing we need to do is we need to actually download the miner. So to do that, I like to create a folder. We're just going to create a folder called Zil. mkdir Zil. We're going to move into that folder, and then we're going to download the miner with a wget command. So we can do a wget. If we hop back on over to the Zilliqa Miner GitHub, we can go to the releases section. And we can come down to the Linux x64 version. We're going to right click, copy link address, and we're going to paste that in. So we're going to do a wget on that. That's going to go ahead and download the miner. Then we're going to do a tar command, and we're going to do zxvf on the Zilliqa Miner archive. That's going to go ahead and extract everything. And now if we do an ls, what we can see is we've got a bin folder. So let's go ahead and move into that. And now we can see we have the Zilliqa Miner file. So we do zillminer-h. You see, these are the command lines that we can supply to the miner. Nice thing with the shard pool is they give you pretty much that whole sample of what you need to run. You just plug in your Zilliqa wallet address and you're pretty much up and running. And so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to go ahead and just give this a quick copy and paste here. And as you can see, we're going to be running Zilliqa Miner. We're doing a /G. This is telling it to use AMD devices. If you have NVIDIA, you would do a -U. We're doing -P. And this is going to be our pool information. So it's going to be zil:// This is our protocol. This is our Zilliqa address. And then the @ symbol. And then our pool address. So for this, we're using US2, which is their East server, -zil.shardpool.io, :5000/API. And what this is going to allow us to do, if we go ahead and run this, you can see it's going to start spinning up the miners. And it's going to find our GPU. As you can see here, we've got a GPU with 4 gigabytes of VRAM. And you can see that it is now running. And the beautiful thing about this is because Zilliqa only really is active on mining about every hour and a half or so, we are not going to really be consuming any power. We're not hashing away, we're not trying to get that Ethereum Classic, any of those weird power hungry coins. So we're basically going to see 0H here, and this is essentially hashes, and this is the computational power that's running. And as you can see, it's pretty much flatlined at 0. And this is great because we're not consuming power, right? So we are basically kind of sitting idle here, waiting for those specific mining windows to open for the Zilliqa coin. As I mentioned, those happen about every hour and a half or so. And so once a job comes in, we will start running calculations for that specific job for, maybe a span of up to 5 minutes or so. And then we'll stop, and then we'll kind of go back to idle until those jobs come in again. So we are no longer wasting energy. We're no longer, trying to chase those other coins that, really people shouldn't be caring about, but, they're only caring about profits. And so we're going to be letting this run here for a little bit. And then after a couple hours or so, I'll see you back, and I will show you kind of how those calculations have come along. It just finished the Zil round, so we're going to go ahead and stop the miner real quick and just take a quick look. And what you're going to see is 0 power consumption, or idle power consumption, pretty much at those first 30 minutes or so. And then, so we can see everything was kind of idle through there, which is exactly what we expected. And then when that Zil window started, it began hashing away, and you can see it ramped up to around 14.8 mega hash per second, which is the hash rate that this card is expected to get on Zilliqa. This is a newer card, so it didn't have an exact kernel for it, but that's fine because it went ahead and fell back to the generic OpenCL kernel and continued to hash away. And there we can see we got 14.8 mega hash. And it went from, so the Zil window started at around the 31-minute mark, and it completed at around the 36-minute mark. So exactly a 5-minute window of hashing, and then what you can see is it returned back to 0 hashes, and it'll essentially stay at the 0 hashes for like another hour and a half till the next window starts, and then we will get back up to 14.8 mega hash, and this will just continue hashing away, and we will be earning Zilliqa rewards without consuming all that massive amounts of energy that GPU mining consumes. So this is a great way to get into cryptocurrency mining if you are really concerned with the environment, as you should be. We really need to get a grasp on our energy consumption and make sure that, we are advocating for the least amount of energy consumption as possible to save our environment.